Hi, what's up YouTube? So today we're going to learn another drum solo style combination, one that I've been teaching in my classes actually, and it's like a drill, a drum solo drill. So meaning we're going to practice a certain move, the belly dance, the sway. So we're going to sway our pelvis, okay? And we're going to combine it with some isolations, all right? So the rhythm's going to be the shifted telly rhythm, which you can probably faintly hear in the background. Shifted telly rhythm, there's loads of different rhythms, and the move is based on the sway. In my school, we call it the pelvic sway. There's lots of different types of pelvic sways. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll do a little shimmy to warm up, bend those knees, sink the weight into the heels of the feet, and you're going to scissor your thighs forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. So my legs are straightening and bending. They never completely straighten all the way. You never drill by now. Bend. Okay, pelvis is in neutral, so you're not sticking your bottom out. It's not going to work. Okay, so neutral, tummy engaged, chest lifted, shoulders down, space and grace in your neck, long neck, and smile. Arms are out in classical position, and actually let's just bring the arms up and overhead. So before we get started, please hit shimmy. Don't hit shimmy. Please hit like, subscribe. Please hit like and subscribe. And then I'll teach you, right? So come back and dance with me in a second, but hit like and subscribe first. All right, then, so from here, there's lots of different things that go into a drum solo, lots. Drum solo is one of my most favorite things to do, particularly working with really cool isolations and really cool drum beats and drum patterns. Okay, so the secret is to try to make it look like the drum beats are coming out of your body as you dance. Anyway, there's much more to drum solo technique than that I teach you in my school, so come and train with me. For now, let's get started. So the first thing I want to teach you after we do a little bit of a shimmy is the pelvic sway. So let's just shimmy for a little bit longer, sinking into those heels, scissoring your thighs, just waking the thighs up, get your shimmy on. Imagine your hips are going to touch your ribs, but keep your chest lifted and keep your chest still. Okay, and the arms, if the arms are too much, leave them out. Otherwise, draw a lovely circle with the arms. Okay, for 4, for 3, for 2, and last time 1. Okay, relax. Okay, so the pelvic sway, just as a reminder, show you, we're going to work on this one. All right, so we have to be careful that it doesn't turn into an undulation, okay? Because an undulation and a pelvic sway are not the same thing, but I'm going to teach you that right now. So what we're going to do, first of all, is I'm just going to get you to stand as if you're standing in the middle of a clock. Soften those knees, posture, hips down, tummy in, chest up, shoulders down, long neck. You know the drill, okay? And we're just going to shift our hips forward and back. Just towards 12 o'clock, towards 6 o'clock. Towards 12 o'clock, towards 6 o'clock. Okay, smile. Chin horizontal to the floor, keep the ribs still, make sure your ribs are not going, and make sure please that you're not doing this. Okay, you should not be forward folding with your body. It's only your hips that are going forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Okay, engage the belly, make sure you're breathing. Okay, so this is part 1. Make sure that you don't feel anything in your spine, ever in life in general actually, not just when you're belly dancing, okay? So you've got to keep your chest lifted so you're not hinging into your lower back, okay? All right, part 2, Michael Jackson. Ow! All right, so you're going to basically lift and drop the pelvis. Tilting, releasing, tilting. So in my school we call this the pelvic lifts and drops, or pelvic lifts and drops. So you're going to have lifting and dropping. My knees are bent, my heels are on the floor. I'm lifting my pelvis up at the front and I'm lifting it up at the back. So it's front and back. Keep your chest lifted. Try not to do this with it. No, please. Okay, just the pelvis. Just the pelvis. Good. All right, so now for those of you who've got any back issues, I advise maybe just stay here and do what feels comfortable for you and your body. If you have a good back, what I want you to do is when you go to the back, you're going to try to lift your pelvis as high as you can. So I'm going to come up high. Imagine my bum's going to touch my bra strap, okay? You're going to go up, and these muscles here are going to shorten. They're going to contract to lift your bottom upwards as high as you can. Okay, so I go down and I tuck, and then I come back and I lift as high as I can. I come down and I tuck, and I try to flatten my lower back, like I'm stretching it. And then I go, and I squeeze, 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 squeeze. So front and back, front and back. So now we put those two movements together and make it the sway. So for the moment, all we're working on is the shape, actually, the shape of the sway. So my knees bend, my legs are together, and you're just gonna go shift forwards. The weight goes towards the balls of the feet, tuck it, and then you're gonna shift backwards. All right, as far as you can, your weight goes towards your heels, and your back extends, so you like flatten your lower back. And at the end of that movement, you're gonna try to tilt the pelvis upwards. You're gonna try to contract your lower back as much as you can, and you're gonna go forward again. Okay, so this is the basic shape. So you're gonna put one hand on your bottom, middle of your bum, one hand on the middle of your pelvis, and you're just gonna rock that shape forward and back. Try to keep your chest nice and still, okay? So I don't want you to be lifting your chest up and down or forward and folding, okay? Or turning it into a full body undulation where you start in your chest, okay? You gotta keep your chest still and just move the pelvis. Otherwise it's just an undulation, right? And I'm trying to teach you how to do the sway. Okay, so we're gonna work with the sway combination, drum solo style combination to the shifty telly rhythm. So this is just the shape. If I come a little bit closer, maybe it will help you a little bit more. So there are lots of different types of pelvic sways, loads, and I teach them in my school. But today, the one I want to teach you is we're just going to work on the basic shape of the sway. All right, the shape itself. If you're really into drum solo and you really like it, you'd like to work on your isolations, come and train with me. My classes are on live on Zoom, or you can do the online video subscription, which is when you can sign in and watch it whenever you like. That's only £20 a month. Okay, so that's the sway. Now I need to teach you what I call the hybrid. In my school, we call things the hybrid when they're like not quite this, not quite that, and they kind of have a life of their own. Okay, so for example, this would be a normal camel, BellyDance camel undulation, just a basic one. Yes, there are lots of different ways to execute an undulation or a camel. Loads. This I would consider just to be a basic undulation. Okay, with this got no stylization, no fancy stuff, no legs, no leg patterns, nothing crazy. It's just a basic undulation. Okay, but a hybrid is a version that's kind of combined between a broken down undulation and a smooth one. So if I break it into pieces, instead of it being smooth, it's going to be lock, 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 lock. Yes? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly give you a demonstration. Let's turn the music off for a second. We're going to try to drill this. So this is fairly advanced, so it might take you a while to get. If you're a more advanced dancer, you probably get it straight away. But if not, take your time to understand, okay? So smooth undulations, let's just go over those section by section first. So if I come into classical position, in my school we call this classical position. My back leg is bent, my back heel is on the floor, my front foot is on tiptoe. Okay, posture. Hips down, ribs and chest up, shoulders down, long neck, tummy in, okay? All right, your chest is first gonna go forward and back on a horizontal line, okay? There's way more details to all of this stuff than what I'm teaching you right now, but to get all the juicy stuff, come and train with me, okay? Forward and back, okay? And then from there, we're gonna go up and down. So I want you to keep your chest forward, right? Make sure your bottom's not sticking out, doing all of this, okay? Keep it still. Forwards, and you're gonna go up and down, whilst your chest is in front of you, okay? Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, part 3, we're gonna go forward, we're gonna go up, we're gonna shift it back, we're gonna drop the chest down, and we're gonna roll down through the belly and release. Forward, up, back. There's even more details than this, but as I said, come and train with me, I'll give you all my secrets. So it's forward, up and back, and roll it through. Forward, and this would be considered our smooth undulation, okay? So a nice smooth undulation, all right. So from here, if we were to do the broken undulation, which is basically what hybrid is a mixture of, you're gonna start with your chest lifted. So let's just start in a chest lift and assume that we start in this position. So chest lifted, you're gonna do your chest drop, you're gonna do your neck drop, which is about here. So you see the line, see the line there. So it's like a slouch, but you're not slouching, but if it helps you to begin with, you can think of slouching, okay? And then pelvis release, yes? And then chest lift again. So chest lift on 4. So drop on 1, chest drop, upper abdominals, and then second one down 2, should be there like that. And this reminds me, and if anybody watches American Dad, but this is Roger's belly. It just needs to stick out a bit more. But this is Roger's belly, right? And then release the pelvis, chest lift. 1, 2, 3, 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 chest lift. Okay, so that's the broken version. Okay, you probably have to practice that quite a lot if you're brand new to it. Okay, that's how you break it down. In my school, we do loads of secret little drills that I've devised to help you understand how to do that properly. But anyway, that's the broken down version. So hybrid merges the two. Okay, so hybrid is a mixture of smooth undulation and broken undulation. And when you put them together, it would be something like this. Okay, so you are basically highlighting the broken but connecting it with smooth. 50-50, like 50-50 bread, yeah? Half of this, half of that, something like that. So, boom, boom, ha, ha, boom, boom, ha, ha, boom, boom, ha, ha. Okay, so here's our challenge. What we're gonna do is, I'm gonna put the music on, and your job is to see if you can, we'll put a little combination together, okay? Smooth, we'll try to match the rhythm as best we can, and we're gonna use the hybrid on the dum, dum, dum of the shift to telly rhythm. I will show you once so you understand what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. Okay, so, you ready? I'll show you. We're gonna do smooth, hybrid, and lift, smooth, and smooth, and lift, hybrid, and smooth, and lift, hybrid, and, okay, when you're ready, join in, try it, just try, okay? You'll get better the more you do it. Roll, and lift, hybrid, and roll, lift, 1, 2, 3, roll, 1, 2, 3, and roll, 1, 2, 3, roll, boom, pa, roll, boom, boom, pa, roll, boom, boom, pa, 2 more, roll, last one. Okay, cool. So let's start to learn our combination. All right. So I'll whack the music back up after when I've taught you the combination. So first part, you're gonna do your sways on these hips to the shift to telly rhythm. Sway and sway, hip lift, hip drop, hip drop, hip drop, and you're hitting the drops on the beat. So you ready? We have sway and sway, hip lift, drop, drop, drop. Now, as drum solo technique, you want to try to match the sound that's coming out of the drums or the music as much as possible. So, on the ha, 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 that's the sharp part of the beat. So, for the purpose of this combination, when you do your hip drop, you're going to squeeze your opposite glute really sharp to make it sharp, 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 okay? And then your sway is soft. So we're playing around with soft and sharp for this combination with our sways, okay? So we have front and back, hip lift, drop, drop, drop. Let's go again. Front and back, hip lift. I'll face the front so you can see. I go front and back. And it's almost like I'm doing a bit of an inward Maya. I push it out to come up and then drop, drop, drop. Yes? Okay. Okay, I'll do it again. Ready, steady, go. Front and back, hip lift, drop, drop, drop. Let's go. Front and back, hip lift, drop, drop, stop. Okay, next part. One big fat undulation. Okay, so just a normal one. 1, 2, 3, finish back, front, back, front. So now you're trying to hit boom, boom, with your sway, sway, sway. Okay, so let's go again. Undulation. 1, 2, 3, take it back. Sway, sway, sway. Again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Room, room, room. Yep. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ra, ra, ra. Okay, should we add it on from the beginning? Sways. Ready? We go. 1, 2, 3, and lift it. Drop, drop. Undulation. Sway. From the top. Sway, sway, lift. Drop, drop, drop. Undulation. Sway. Room, room, room. Okay. And now, Shifuteli, really cool rhythm. It sounds like, to me it sounds like there's a breath in between. So it's an 8-count rhythm, but the final beat stops on count 7, 5, 6, 7. Boom, pa, ta, 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 rum, rum, pa. For me, so it's like a breath of fresh air. For me, when I hear it, that space has so much possibilities as a choreographer, as a dancer, so much you can do with it, right? So for this one, for the purpose of the choreography or the combination, is when you do your pelvic sway, rum, pa, 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 rum, 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 pa. You're gonna use the 8 to take it back, because it's gonna start with a sway again. So it's a little bit of a speed change. From the beginning, try to go with me. It's front and back, hip lift, drop, drop, drop. Undulation, ra, 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 ba. Yes? And then you're gonna do 2 more. Front and back, chest lift. Okay, start from the back. Front and back, chest lift. And then hybrid. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's just try it together a few times from the top. Be easier, okay? But 5, 6, 7. Front and back, hip lift, drop, drop, drop. Front, roll back, and room, 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 back. Front and back, chest. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to continue because that's the end of that section, and we're going to take it around the corner. So, hip circle walk. If you haven't learned hip circle walks yet, you can just step it. So stepping would be this foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, classical position on this side, chest drop, chest drop, chest drop, accenting the down. So it would be 1, 2, 3, okay? If you are more experienced and you know how to do it, you can do hip circle walks, 1, 2, 3, and 4, drop it, drop, drop, okay? So let's go from the top, and then we'll try it on the other side, okay? If you need to press pause, rewind it, watch it, please do, and then come back, okay? Ha, ha, hey. Front and back, hip lift, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Accent, it's ra. Front and back, chest, 1, 2, 3. Circles, chest, chest, chest. Okay, stay here. We're going to do this side now. So just going to my legs, okay? So you remember to keep the back heel on the floor and sink, posture, hips, tummy slightly engaged, chest lifted, shoulders down, long neck, all that good stuff. Let's dance. So it's front and back, hip lift, drop, drop, drop. Try to match the beat. I'm going to make it louder in a moment when we finish it. 1, 2, 3. Front pelvis. One more time. Now, just to keep it a little bit more interesting, what we're going to do this time, instead of doing 1 undulation, we're going to do 2. So it will be roll, roll, room, room, room. Yes? And then you finish with the back. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, and room, 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 back. Okay, last time for that bit. 5, 6, 2 undulations. 1, 2, 3, and back. Room, 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 back. And now from the top. So sway, sway, hip drops. Let's go. Front and back, hip, drop, drop, drop. Twice. Boom, boom, boom. Back. All right, from there, you've got your forward, back, chest lift, hybrid. Front, back, lift, hybrid, and, okay? So front and back, chest lift, 1, 2, 3. To the other side. No, actually let's do the whole thing from the top on this side, and then we'll alternate. There's a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. Okay, so 5, I'll wait for the music first. Okay, sway it, off we go. Sway, sway, lift it, drop, drop, drop. Undulation, room, 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 back, sway and sway, lift it, 1, 2, 3, let's go, round, chest, 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 front and back, lift it, 1, 2, 3, 1 undulation, room, roll and roll, lift it, chest, 2, 3, round, round, boom, 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 front and back, lift it, drop, 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 twice, room, room, ha, ha, front and back, lift it, hand circle, stay at the front, chest, 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 okay, so when you get to the front, hair everywhere. When you get to the front, chest drops. Stay at the middle. But we can stylize it. So if it's not too much, option 1, just do the chest, or stylize it however you like, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Our last move, we're gonna do figure of 8, stepping out on this leg. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, together, sway, 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 change sides, 1, 2, 3, together, sway, sway, sway. So in slow motion, I've got 1, 2, as I do my figure of 8 for the third time, or the third hip, drag the leg in, okay, you're in classical position, in case you can't see my legs, and then you sway, 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 and you go on the other side, this hip, this hip, this hip, drag the leg in as you finish the figure of 8 on this side. It's like 1.5 figure of 8s. Boom, boom, boom. If I don't do it, if I do it without moving, what you're doing is 1, 2, 3, foot in. Then you'll have 1, 2, 3, foot in. Yes? So that's what we're going to try to do together. Just that much, the figure of 8, okay? Smile, have a good time, find your flavor, find your own personality with it, dance it in your own way. I love it when you guys dance, and my students, when they really find themselves in the movement. That's when it's magic, that's when it's way better. Okay, so even if you make a mistake, I'd rather you make a mistake, but like express yourself and find yourself within your movement. Yeah, okay, so off we go, try to find the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, together, sway, 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 change sides, 1, 2, 3, and 4, sway, 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 and 1, 2, 3, together, sway, sway, sway. Uh-oh, should we try from the top, YouTube? Come on, let's go. If you film yourself doing this, you want to do tag me, tag me, tag me. Melissa BellyDance London on TikTok, Melissa BellyDance on Instagram, Melissa BellyDance on Facebook. Yes. Okay, you ready? From the top. Front and back, hip, drop, 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 undulation. 1, 2, 3, and 4, sway, sway, sway. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, circle, chest. Front and back, hip lift. 1, 2, catch the beat, twice. Ha, ha, ha. Front and back, chest. And circle to the front this time. Figure of 8s. Dance it. Dance it. One more time. Okay, let's go again. Final time. Now you can press rewind as many times as you like. Okay, let's whack it up a bit. Let's turn it up a bit. Come on, YouTube, let's dance. Let's dance. Give it your all, okay? If you go wrong, doesn't matter. You just enjoy yourself. Try to find your own flavor. Okay, ready? Now, boom, boom, ha! Oh, let's wait for the music. A little shimmy while we're waiting. Okay, so I'm in a classical position. You shimmy. Yeah, tummy engaged, chest, shoulders. Smile. No choreography is complete without a hair flick. Maybe I should put one in now. Okay, you ready? Ha, ha, hey. Front and back. Put your own arms on top. Yes? Front. Figure eight. Hey. Whee. Final time. Final time. Enjoy yourself. Show off. Put your best foot forward. If you make a mistake, no big deal. No big deal. Express. This time, really try your hardest to match the rhythm. So you're only making the boom, 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 sharp, and everything else I'd like you to try to keep it nice and smooth. Okay? Go! Smooth. Sharp. Smooth. Sharp. Smooth. Sharp. Sharpish. Hey. Sharp. Smooth. Sharp. Smooth. Front. Figure eights. Smooth. Just find the beat. Okay, well done, well done, well done. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much. So, if you enjoyed that, please remember hit like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again online for another tutorial. Join my school if you want to learn properly, drum solo style, or tribal, or Ori Tahiti, or Turkish, advanced, beginners, whatever you want, come see me. And also online subscription options are available. Monthly video option, subscription options. Okay, bye.